gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champions, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Here we go. They go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short, Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that long.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Might be changing the route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Trying to make, turning it on. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Northwestern will line up with a first and goal.
Four, on set. Hey, finish.
Wide receiver going in motion. With the run on first and goal. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Turning to the running game here on third and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the right.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's incomplete on third down.
The defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Northwestern hoping to make this red zone opportunity pay off. Leaves it with the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on third and short. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to Ole Miss. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. It'll be a draw. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. The give to Davis. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
They'll try to get outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It is good. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Power football with the run.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. After the run, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. Inside the 35. Out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On the run, it's Reeder. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Michigan offense back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got it behind the line. It's Reeder. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wildcats! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Northwestern 27, Michigan 9.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
Got it.
To the air on second down. Using his feet to buy time. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the big throw. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Trick 9, beat.
Trying to slam in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
22 water. 22 water.
On the option. Now the pitch. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run play action. Steps away. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Great anticipation by the defense here. This offense has shown in recent games, 3rd and 1 short yardage situations, they'll try to fool you. They'll try to throw the football. Defense not caught off guard. They dial up the blitz and they get the sack.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Wants to adjust the pattern. Snap in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Snags it quickly on the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. They haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Pierce. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Dances away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Give. Come on, boys.
Trying play action. Buys a little time. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Okay, ready? Stick. Forward.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
He'll start this drive firing. Here's a heat. And the defense got him at the 27.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The quick out. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He makes a fair catch. Couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rolling right and going deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, and David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.